Alright, so dealing with customers' art files or your own art files in Photoshop, if you're doing an underbase, especially if you're doing a distressed filter like we are with this one, you don't necessarily want to have the white of the underbase showing if you're doing the distress. A little bit peeking through is okay, so it'll look a little more vintaged, but you want the distress to actually show the knockout of the shirt all the way through. So if you're doing the underbase and then like a red on top like we're doing, you need to make sure that you've opened up that opening on the white underbase so the red goes over it and shows a little bit smaller of an area. So it shows right to shirt color, not showing white. So in Photoshop, what I do is have it separated out in channels, select all the white of the underbase. Usually I do that by using select and then finding a color, selecting a white, and then with your eyedropper tool and selecting similar. And then you're gonna wanna go back to select and you're gonna want to modify. Modify, then you can do a couple of things. You can expand, contract. For this one, I chose to contract it a bit. I did 1 pixel, went ahead and did that. You can do 1, 2, depends what your art looks like. Do that, it will actually shrink it, but it won't actually fill it, and you'll see the marching ants kind of come in a little bit. Then you need to go back and select the inverse. That'll pick the outside of those marching ants, and then delete that. That'll clear out that 1 or 2 pixels that you selected, and that way when you put your red or your gray, whatever color you have on top of that, back over it, it is actually going to be a little bit of a larger opening on the white than the red would be on top of that. So it knocks out straight through, you don't see the white, kind of like the Oreo mentality. If you look at an Oreo from the top up, you don't see the cream filling. You want that to be the case when you're looking down at a print. You don't want to see that underbase, you don't want that cream filling Oreo look to happen. So simple way to do a contract or expand on your underbases based on what you want to do.